Hello and good morning from Rally Monte Carlo, the first ever rally stage presented here on the BCS Racing channel. While Stefan Lefebvre is opening the road today, we will look at what's coming up in this season for the Rally 2 cars. We have the first ever rally championship, first ever stop motion rally championship coming up with 8 rallies, and starting off with the first one here in Monte Carlo with the first stage. In the other 7 rallies, we will only broadcast the Sunday stages live, but for the first one, we thought the first ever stage, Friday morning, we will also show this one. And meanwhile, Stefan Lefebvre already close to the finish line to finish up with the first time up on the leaderboard with a 42.7. Next up in the starting order is Mirko Macek in a Skoda. The man from Poland, second on the road today. On the left side of the screen you will see the current standings, and on the right side, right bottom of the screen, the current driver and the current time he is running. We have a packed field with 21 cars in the Rally Monte Carlo with 6 stages today. Tomorrow on Saturday 8 stages, and the last 2 then on Sunday live here on this channel. Will be pretty interesting to see who is coming out on top, with everybody here new to this format. And on the first tarmac road with Mirko Macek also going to the finish line, but he is a lot slower than Stefan Lefebvre, only 44.9, so he's over 2 seconds slower than Stefan Lefebvre. Then the next Frenchman with Adrien Fourmaux coming up. He's one of the many drivers from France in his Ford, with a co-driver from the Netherlands. Third on the road. For Fourmaux, the goal is it to finish up in the top positions in his home rally. He's a specialist on tarmac, so he needs to get up with a good finish today. He's already coming close to the last corners. Let's see how the time is coming up for Adrien Fourmaux. Currently 42.7, a big slide through the last corner, but it is enough for Adrien Fourmaux to take over the lead. 42.7, only 0.2 seconds faster. Next up is Andreas Mikkelsen from Norway. He is also one of the heavy favorites on the paper to win a rally. Let's see what he can do in Rally Monte Carlo. He's one of the few ones who will who will not race at Central Europe Rally. Wow, big slide for Andreas Mikkelsen here. Already a bit of grass and mud on the road. This will be one of the big problems, I think, in this rally. If drivers coming through stages, there will be a lot of mud and a lot of grass on the road for the later comers. It will be very difficult to go through there without problems. Now let's see what Andreas Mikkelsen can do in his first stage. He gets up to a 46.2, fourth fastest as of right now. Next up in the order is Mats Osberg and Eriksson, and Norway bearing in the Citroën. Let's see what they can do here in this first stage. With 3 tarmac rallies, 4 gravel rallies and 1 rally in the snow, there will be pretty big outcomers for every rally, because you can not run the snow rally, but you need to be good at tarmac and gravel, because you need to run them. 7 of 8 rallies need to be run by the WRC 2 cars, and the junior WRC cars will run 5 rallies, beginning then in Sweden next time out. But now let's see what Mats Osberg can do. He is a bit slow through the last corner, and the time also not that good. It's 47.3, so he's now in 5th place after the first stage. Then the only driver from outside Europe. We have a lot of co-drivers outside Europe, but the only real driver outside Europe, Marco Pulaccia in the Skoda Toksport WRC car. He is from Bolivia, and let's see what he can do on this first stage. Luckily for the drivers, Rally Monte Carlo, every time you don't know if there is snow or not, but this time no snow expected. Clean roads for the WRC cars for this run, but let's see how it will be next year, and I'm really interested how the Rally Sweden, the big snow rally, will turn out, because there will be a lot of snow then for the second rally of the year. Now Marco Pulaccia already in the last corner, going there through with a time of 48.0, so he goes into 6th place. Still Adrian Fourmaux the fastest in front of Stefan Lefebvre and Mirko Macek. Now also one of the big favorites, Oliver Solberg and Elliot Edmondson in the Hyundai. Already some rumors that Oliver Solberg will change the car next season, so in 2026 to Skoda, but in 2025 he will be with Hyundai Bauer, and let's see what he can do with this one. You can see already there in this corner there is already grass, and Oliver Solberg already have the grass now on the left-right side of his car, but no problems for him. We see it here now on board through the last few corners for him. Time looks good as of right now, I think, so maybe he can go up into the front places. Let's see where the time stands for him. And Oliver Solberg comes through, 44.2 for him, so third fastest for Oliver Solberg. He gets there up into the podium positions. Johan Rossel and Boulon, the next two on the line, the 8th car. We will cover the top 10 cars on Sunday every time, so places 10 to 1. And also here on this first ever stage, the first 10 cars will be shown here live on this broadcast. Johan Rossel, also one Frenchman, he has already gotten a lot of grass behind him, so he got very tight in the first few corners. He is racing now up and really fast right now, Johan Rossel. He wants to get up here in the leaderboard. Strong through the last corners. He's pushing really hard, Johan Rossel in his Citroën. Also here tight lane through the last corner, but it shows that he was fast because he goes up on top. First place now for him, 41.7. What a strong time from Johan Rossel. He's now first. Next up, Georg Linnamäe with an American co-driver. One of 3 American co-drivers we have in this field. The next one we will see right after Georg Linnamäe. But now Georg Linnamäe is on the way, and you see a lot of grass there. So drivers need to be careful in these corners not to slip out because of some grass on the road. Georg Linnamäe past the grass now and going up into the last few corners. He said he wants to have a clean first rally, get some points. Doesn't need to be the win, but he wants the first few points on his counter. And he's in the finish and really strong for fastest for Georg Linnamäe, the Estonian now up on the leaderboard. And the last one, we show Martin PaperCup and Martin Fly. They are the last one up here with the Ford. Only 2 Fords this season with Adrian Fourmaux and with Martin PaperCup. But let's see what Ford can do. I think for the Manufacturers Championship it will be very difficult for Ford, because with a lot of Skodas or Hyundais, they have the better chances to get up a lot of points for the Constructors Championship. But maybe the title in the Drivers Championship for one of these two, for Martin PaperCup or for Adrian Fourmaux. Oh, a big slide for Martin PaperCup in the last corner. Heavy slide, but he comes away with no contact to the grass or to the wall or to a tree. Also here, right lane for Martin PaperCup, but he gets into the finish with a 6th place. So despite here going a right line, he gets up to 6th place. This was it from stage 1. Here is the leaderboard once again for you shown, and we will see you in the evening again for the highlights of Friday, and then tomorrow and Sunday once again for the last few stages. And I say bye bye, see you in the evening.